Okie dokie, Mr. Smith. Birthday Q&A. Big man. Big O.
I'm a little nervous for these
Brethren.
questions. But
Yes.
let's do it.
Okay, so what is your favorite memory from this past year?
I think when we got engaged, that was a really good day. Our last day in Skiathos when we went on the buggies was really good. That was a lot of fun. Just riding around the island, doing whatever we wanted, going to different beaches and stuff. That was good.
Very good.
That was a lot of fun.
So fun. Our next question. If you could eat one birthday meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
So like every year on my birthday, I have that meal.
Yeah, and
for the
like
rest of
it
my
never
life.
changes.
It never changes.
Can I guess?
Yes.
Lamb. I feel like lamb is something you really like. We went to Texas Day, Brazil, and you liked it.
I like the way English people do lamb.
Yeah.
In England, you put lamb with mint sauce. Yeah, but it's good. I don't even think they have mint sauce here or mint jelly. It's very good. If you told me I had to eat that every birthday for the rest of my life, I'd be like, well, that's a bet. Let's do it. But like, I think if I could pick, I think it would be a rare steak with bacon wrapped shrimp and asparagus.
Ooh, very expensive. All right, so this is an interesting one. Who are your top 5 authors/theologians, orators? I want to see if I got these right in my head.
Are you including like preachers? Like pastors?
Yes, preachers, but also it could be writers.
Okay, go ahead.
C.S. Lewis, Timothy Keller, Paul Washer, John MacArthur. And then I don't know who a 5th one would be, but I know that you really like those 4.
You definitely got, I mean, I do like all those 4. I've never read anything Paul Washer's written because I'm sure he's written a book. I don't know what kind of books he's written. I don't even know. I like his harsh preaching, basically. I do like John MacArthur. Tim Keller and C.S. Lewis are definitely in there. Like, they're locked in for life. They're for sure in there. I think if I had to pick 5, I think it'd be Tim Keller, C.S. Lewis. Mike Winger's very good. He's a pastor.
You do mention Mike Winger.
He's a pastor. He's just very well balanced, wise and mature. I like him. Yeah, I think John MacArthur's up there. I really like John MacArthur's life and ministry though, more than his writing, if anything.
Yeah.
Like, I like what he did during
His impact.
during COVID and the way he pastored and stuff. I would say he's up there. John Piper's up there. John Piper's very good. Yeah, probably would be MacArthur or Piper in there last. Yeah.
Interesting. I like that one. Okay, cool. What is something that you're proud of from this past year?
It's hard. I think you and I have had some really God-led, impactful conversations and friendships
Yeah.
with people. And through our imperfect judgment, I think God has used us so much.
Yeah.
And it's made an impact on some people's lives. I think that's something that I would boast in, not because of us, but because I'm like seeing the fruit and it happens in front of us, and it's incredibly rewarding
Yeah.
to go and have these spiritual conversations that are God-led. And because I know it's beyond us, and that's why I feel comfortable boasting in, because really boasting in what God's doing. But I'm so glad he's used us.
I think God has really used your impact and your wisdom from seminary, just from you searching the scriptures to help me develop my own theology. And honestly, I've learned that theology isn't just a mindset. It's also, like, it's literally how you kind of live your life. Theology literally sets up how you live your life.
The foundational bedrock is what's really important for you to understand. It enables you to then go and have meaningful conversations with people where you're not mentioning the doctrine of salvation or the Trinity, for example, but you are...
That's underlying.
It underlies, so you can have right conversations about real resolutions and you can minister to their heart in a God-led way.
We mentioned seminary. What do you think from seminary is the thing that has been kind of the highlight of your seminary journey?
I think John Piper said something that encapsulates what it is. He said that the reason why we read the Bible and read scripture is to know about God. He said, well, how come that there's theology PhDs who have affairs and divorces? And he said, well, actually, there's more that have affairs and divorces from that class. And the reason is you can read all this theology all day, every day, but if you don't know God, if you don't know him, your life will be run by, your rebellious spirit. And I think he said it in these exact words: there's more pleasure at Jesus' right hand, at God's right hand, than in 1,000 sexual trysts. And I think if we're going to study God scholastically or just, in seminary, when we're trying to get to the truth of the matter, we should do so to serve our knowledge of the person of Jesus Christ. To know him truthfully is to be sanctified. That is what being sanctified is coming to a fuller knowledge of God. And for example, like courage. You think about somebody who's sanctified so much that they give their life for Christ. It's not because they were emotional and they hyped up their emotions to the point where they were willing to be martyrs. They went to the cross or however they were executed. They were burned at the stake. They were run through with the sword, for whatever reason, because they had spiritual courage that comes from conviction of doctrine, not from emotions. They believe right doctrine so much so in their soul that it's just the logical resolution, the logical conclusion of such a knowledge that they would walk to their deaths for this God because it's just true.
It's unquestionable, like it's undeniable.
Yes, their soul has come to understand it so well that every part of them has started to run off of these truths about God.
Yeah, because when you do truly know God, there is sacrifice involved. There is just this willingness that is instilled. It's only from him. If you've noticed, when we hear about pastors, these big people, like you said, just having affairs and things like that, it wasn't there.
God. And you dig deep enough in these false pastors, false teachers, of which I lament. I don't like talking about, I don't like seeing that there are false teachers. I don't like it. I really crave to see pastors who know God, and I often do. When you see one that doesn't, you dig deep enough and there's something wrong in their bedrock of their knowledge of God.
Their foundation, the theology.
They divide God. They pit him against his word or something like that.
Yeah, a lot of times it'll be things like the Trinity. It'll be, it'll be many things.
Just general attitudes towards God's
Scripture.
sovereignty,
Yeah,
towards
or
Scripture, towards the inerrancy of Scripture. Yep, that's true.
So, what's one thing you love most about being married to me?
There's a good few things I could name. I think friendship, and obviously you're so much more than a friend to me, but friends are people, and you can have friendship in marriage, although marriage brings a different kind of love, but the love of friendship is working toward a similar goal.
Yeah.
And harvesting the same field. If you think about being equally yoked, it's because the two oxen are being asked to simultaneously do one job.
In the same way,
pull
same
one
direction.
combine, or it won't be a combine, but one, whatever they used to call it back then. We use combine harvesters now. Whatever they were using when oxes were pulling them to harvest the crops. We have the same assignment, and within one big assignment, we have our own little ones that we kind of click and mesh together because we have different brains. But I love the friendship of being with you and having the same ultimate foundational goals. I love that.
What is one goal that you have for your next year of life? So you're now 28. What do you think is a goal that you have for this year? Primary goal.
I have a Bible that has 1,412 pages or something, and I have notes on 250 pages of it so far. I would like to be at about 900 this time next year. I have the goal of establishing myself as a teacher, and not in an institutional way necessarily, not that I'm known by it, but I'm more comfortable doing it. I'm better at it. The most important one is I would like to relax more and allow myself to enjoy more moments with you without worrying about things that are not worthy. That's what I would like to do over the next year.
Lovely. See, guys, he's a man of many words. He said 3 things when I asked for 1, but it's still really good because I love to hear his heart. It's better than a man who says less. The last question is, what Bible verse or quote would you like to live by this year for 28? Like, what's the highlight? What's the theme?
Do not be rash with your mouth, and let not your heart utter anything hastily before God, for he is in heaven and you are on earth. Therefore, let your words be few. I think that speaks to God's perspective being ultimate and ours being limited and distorted, and how we should be few in our words and not many, even though I've spoken a lot in the video.
It's okay. Work in progress. WIP.
Right.
I'm really grateful for you, love, and I'm so happy that I'm here to be able to spend your birthday with you for the first time married. just being by your side has been something that I enjoy, something that I look forward to every day. And it has been so rewarding, honestly. It's something that God really has helped me enjoy more and more every day. It's not like I feel the same thing every day. I actually feel more happy every day and more excited. And you're just so handsome. And every day I look more at you and I'm like, ooh, he looks good. But more than your outward, he is really pleased with your inner because you are seeking after him. I'm grateful for a husband that's seeking after God intentionally. Honestly, there's no one else that I could ever see myself with because you have a mind that's similar to mine but different, but it's similar in the ways that I need it to be similar. So I love you, baby. Let me come give you a hug.
Come give me a hug and a kiss.
Let me give you a hug and a kiss.
Mwah. Love you, baby.
I love you more.